Turn that volume up. You know you want it. It's time for Women's Basketball TV with former NCAA champion, WNBA champion, business mogul, and national TV personality, Fran Harris.
A'ja Wilson is a generational talent. We have no one like her in the WNBA.
Bringing you entertaining, on-point analysis.
Did LSU just win the national championship?
Tea and inside scoop on this sport you love.
NIL is going crazy. All I'm saying is if they're making $5 million as a student athlete, can't they pay for their own college? I mean, I'm just asking. It's just a question.
Let's get it.
That's right, it's Fran Harris reporting live from the Moody Center. Texas defeats UConn. You can see the score on the screen. This is how we do it in Austin. Hook 'em.
As my mama used to say, I'm going to say this one last time. Y'all better put some respect on Rori Harmon's name. You better put some respect on Rori Harmon's name. Get it right, spell it right, say it right, respect it right. Rori Harmon put on a clinic yesterday against Connecticut. Yeah, I said it. Yes, she put on a clinic against Connecticut yesterday. Here's what happened. Rori Harmon was balling. She was balling against top-tier competition. I hate it when people go, oh, well, this team wasn't their best. Oh, well, this team was missing this. You play the team that walks on the court that day, and you better show up or you might get your butt beat. Texas defeated UConn 80-68, and from the beginning, it didn't become a game until the end. I hope some of y'all were watching this. It didn't become a game until like the fourth quarter. From the gate, out the gate, Texas took it to Connecticut, namely behind its All-American candidate, Rori Harmon. 5'6", not a big guard. All the things y'all say she's not, I will tell you what she is. A straight-up baller in any company. I don't care if it's USA national team, check. University of Texas, check. Rori Harmon is not to be played with, period. And if you watch the first, even if you didn't see the whole game, if you just watched the first 7 minutes, halfway through the first quarter, Rori Harmon was already in double figures. They had no answer for her. They had zero answer for Rori Harmon in the Moody Center in Austin, Texas yesterday. I was there. I was a witness. I was getting food in the suite. I turned back around. Rori had 3 buckets already. I'm not even exaggerating. I'm like, wait a minute. I missed that. What happened? 3 more buckets. 3 more buckets. Let me give you this line so some of y'all can quit playing with me. Let me find Rori's line from yesterday, as my dad would say. 27 points, 13 assists, 5 rebounds. 5'6" guard that ain't getting no national attention. It's a travesty. It's ridiculous. Stop it. Stop it. Connecticut was stunned. Let's call a thing. Connecticut was stunned. They did not know what had hit them. They did not know. When they looked up, they were down almost 20 points. And Gino was looking over the top of his glasses. Now, I said what I said about that. Great game, though. Amazing game. I mean, the atmosphere was crazy. Over 8,000 folks there. They said 10,000. I don't know if that was the case, but never the matter. It was an electric environment. People showed up and showed out. Texas showed up and showed out, and the fans showed up and showed out. I was in the number. I was very proud of my alma mater. Let's keep it a buck. But Connecticut didn't know what hit them, y'all. If you were watching, you saw that. They were not expecting that. We know they had a good game plan, but it didn't matter because Texas had a better game plan. I said it in my pregame about this game. Texas is the defensive capital of the world. They are. They're one of the best defensive teams in the women's basketball arena. Connecticut, one of the best offensive teams. Didn't look like it yesterday. Every dog has its day. We've definitely had our day. And yesterday was all about the Texas Longhorns. So let's break this game down real quickly. Let's talk about what happened and why it happened and where we go from here. I'd broken down in my previous video about, what Texas was going to have to look out for. Connecticut can be potent on offense. They are a great offensive team with amazing offensive weapons. They are missing Azzi Fudd. She has a knee injury. She's out. So that's a big part of their arsenal. But you got to play the game with the players that came to play that you got. And Connecticut has plenty. Connecticut's got all-world Paige Bueckers. Paige had a good game yesterday. I'll find her line here in a minute. She had a good game yesterday. It wasn't all-American level, in my opinion. It wasn't all-world, in my opinion, but it was a solid outing. Edwards had a solid game. I'll tell you, Texas couldn't do anything with Edwards. I mean, if I had been Connecticut, I would have gone to Edwards way more than they went to Edwards. Let her just wreak havoc in the post area because Texas had no answer for her. But Connecticut did Connecticut things. They focused with their guards. They let their forwards shoot shots, and some of those shots went down. But for the most part, Connecticut could get nothing going offensively because Texas's defense was swarming. It was all over the place. I mean, you can see why Vic Schaefer believes that defense wins games. I personally believe that offense wins games, but that's a video for another day. He believes defense wins games. Defense can get them to the national tournament, can get them to the Final Four. Okay, maybe he's right. We'll see. But it definitely was true yesterday against Connecticut. Texas jumped out early, super early.
Hey, this team right here gave you everything they had tonight. We sure appreciate y'all being here tonight. Thank you so much for being here. You gotta come back, they're pretty good.
Thank y'all for coming out. Thank y'all for supporting. We play for y'all. Also, we just have to be out there. But of course.
And the truth is, had it not been for that big first quarter, I'm not sure how this game would have turned out. If you listen to the scores, the box scores from yesterday, Texas, it was 23-15 in first quarter, 18-12 Texas in the second quarter, third quarter, 19-16 Texas, and then the fourth quarter, Connecticut outscored Texas 25-20. So had it not been for that big first quarter, and I do mean it was big, like they were down like 12 or 15 points early in the first quarter, this could have been a different ball game. But that never happened because UConn never could quite catch up from the run that Texas made early in the game. So the final score was 80-68. Let's talk about some of these performances. Aaliyah Edwards, as I said, was big. Played 38 minutes, 22 points, 6 rebounds, 3 assists. Give it to her. Go back to her. Make Texas play some defense, some post defense. Get post players in foul trouble. And even though she had 22 points, I just felt they could have used her more. That's the thing that was working for them. Ice Brady, 26 minutes, only 4 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists. We're going to go to Paige Bueckers. Played 35 minutes, 13 points, 4 rebounds, and 4 assists. Solid. Okay, but not great. Not great at all. Paige Bueckers needed to have 20-something points for Connecticut to beat Texas. She needed to be more of a factor. She needed to be all-American Paige Bueckers that everybody claims to fear. And we didn't see that yesterday. So say what you will about why Connecticut lost. They lost because their best team did not show up yesterday. Got Ashlyn Shade with 11 points, 7 points, I should say, in 11 minutes. KK Arnold played 24 minutes and scored 9 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists. And Aubrey Griffin played 20 minutes, 6 rebounds. So some folks had solid performances. But I think to beat Texas the way Texas was playing yesterday, Connecticut had to have Edwards with 20-something. They needed Paige Bueckers with 20-something. And they probably needed one more person with 15 to 20 points yesterday to beat Texas the way they were playing. If you saw it, you already know what I'm talking about. Let's talk about Texas. Madison Booker, the super freshman, played the entire game, had 20 points, 4 assists, 3 rebounds. Big time performance from her. Amina Muhammad, who's really improved for Texas. Like last year, I'm like, this girl needs to get in the gym. She's not shooting well. She's tall and lanky. She's not an impact player. She got to do something. Well, yesterday she did something. She played 34 minutes, 8 rebounds, and 15 points. Taylor Jones, I talked about that post player. I said on the record, Taylor Jones has been having an outstanding season for Texas, but Texas hadn't played anybody at the level of UConn. I said, I'm going to find out how good Taylor Jones is as a post player when we play UConn. And so Taylor played 19 minutes. She had 5 rebounds, 0 assists, and only 2 points. Taylor, you got to do better. Taylor has to have a presence. Solid player, but against top competition, you got to do better than that. You got to give me at least 10 points, 5 to 10 rebounds. That's a post player production right there. So that's Taylor Jones. Shaylee Gonzalez. I haven't seen a lot from Shaylee Gonzalez. She's an extra year player, had a great season last year for Texas, played 31 minutes yesterday, 10 points. Aaliyah Moore, some of you may remember, Aaliyah Moore was on track to be Texas's next All-American along with Rory Harmon, tore her ACL last year and has been limited in her minutes, but will get there probably early conference to be a real contributor for Texas. She played 12 minutes and had 2 points. Khadijah Faye had 4 points in 11 minutes. Shay Holly, who was a starter last year, had only 2 rebounds and played 9 minutes. And then we've got the star of the game, the difference maker, gets my difference maker award, is Rory Harmon, guard, 3-year starting guard, 39 minutes, was on the floor the entire time, with the exception of the few seconds she went out. And then Vic put her back in, even it was like the end of the quarter, and he still put her back in to run the last play. 39 minutes, 27 points, 13 assists, 5 rebounds. Let me say that line again. 27 points, 13 assists, 5 rebounds, and 39 minutes. Give that girl her flowers. Rory Harmon was balling yesterday. It was like UConn wasn't even playing defense. I didn't think UConn could really guard Rory. I knew they were going to have to throw 3 or 4 people at her. That's why I said it in my pregame thing. You're going to have to throw 3 different people at Rory because you're not going to be able to keep up with her. Second of all, she's nifty, crafty, very skilled with the ball. She's been working out with Dad since she was little. Yeah, Dad's her trainer. He got her balling. Great family, supportive family, behind her all the way, very tight, close-knit family. Rory Harmon was stacked yesterday. The building was packed. The building was erupting. She was ready. And Rory's not one of those players who's thinking about what the press and the media is saying about her. Nah, that's not who she is. But yesterday, I know one of the things in her mind, just at the end, her last roar, when the clock expired, it was like, like run and tell that. Like it was so dope watching her play yesterday, watching her get excited with her teammates. Because Rory's not a big, huge, emotional, vocal, verbal point guard. That's not who she is. And maybe she'll become that. I think that's a part of what has to happen for the next level, is just more vocal, just talking more on the court, because she's definitely going to be a point guard. It's not like we think Rory's going to transition into a different position at the next level. She's got to develop her leadership skills. But in terms of what she shows on the court, in terms of who she is on the court, absolutely presence is paramount. So Texas showed up and showed out yesterday in a big way, defeating UConn for the first time in history. First time in history, Texas beat UConn. I told y'all in my pregame, the last couple times it's been like a shellacking, but not yesterday. Texas a winner, 80-68. If you like this content, want more of it, tell me what you need, tell me what you'd like to see, who you'd like to see, what you'd like to hear. Let us know that, but definitely like, share, comment, and more importantly, turn on those notifications so that when I post the next video, you are first to know.
Thanks for tuning in to Women's Basketball TV with Fran Harris, the most provocative and entertaining women's basketball show on earth. Be sure to click that like, share and notification button so you don't miss a moment. We'll see you tomorrow.